So behind me I have my 1990 Cosmo, as you guys can see, and I want to make a video about the things that kind of annoy me about this car. The car is awesome, I love it to death. However, there are some small things that need to be taken care of with the car, and I kind of want to go over it. So let's just jump into it. Now, the body itself is honestly pretty flawless. However, there is this one dent right there that you can see that annoys the living piss out of me. As well as that, down here on the front bumper, it's actually zip tied up currently because the connection points right here and there are all messed up. So I'm actually gonna take it to a body shop. It'll be there next week. We're gonna get it all taken care of. Get it either 3M double-sided tape or fiberglass together and make it better. On the front side, as we come around over here, I'm just going over all the little flaws with it. On the trunk over here, you can see right here, it's separating out just a little bit. This is also going to the body shop as well. We're gonna get that taken care of. As well as that, let me pop open the trunk real quick. Pop this open. Underneath the trunk here, I don't know if you guys can see this as well. Probably not because it's really dark, but there's rust on the back lining of this trunk. That's the only rust I found in the car, is right there on that spot. But not too bad. Pretty minor. I mean, it's a car from 27 years ago. Let's hop to the inside. Now, here's the things that are broken on the inside. For one, I don't know if you've actually seen or paid attention to this car that much, but the driver's seat actually is an aftermarket seat. It is not the factory seat. This is a Weds AR comfort seat, so it's JDM as fuck, super rare. You're probably never gonna see the seat ever again, honestly, but it's a Weds AR comfort seat. Super comfortable. It's probably the most comfortable aftermarket seat I've ever sat in. That's not really a complaint, but so as we jump into the car, if you look over here, I have this panel on my dash. This is where gauge used to be. So when the car was listed for sale, it showed 3 60mm Defi gauges, a boost gauge, oil pressure, and water temperature, and then it had 2 more gauges down here. They were like oil temp and something else, and it had the picture with all those gauges in there. So when the car was about to get shipped, I saw a picture of the interior, and none of the gauges were in there. It had like a black leather panel over the top. They took all the gauges out of the car before the car got imported, and then so I'm left with all these holes. The worst part is with that is that there was a turbo timer and a gauge control. These were all Defi 60mm gauges, so they were very expensive gauges. They're probably about $1,200 worth of gauges sitting in the car. They actually cut all the controllers out instead of like removing them like properly, so like all the wires are still there, just not the gauges are here. So all the wires are here too as well, and the sensors are still in the engine bay. All the sensors for every single gauge in this car is still in the engine bay. So like I just have like sensors not wired up to anything in the engine bay. That to me is the most annoying part, because that's the most expensive part. I did still get the dampening control for the electronic coilover, so that's nice. On top of that, the switch here is broken, or not broken, but the switch, the connection point to the actual trim piece is broken, and the trim piece itself is also broken. So like I just kind of have it here and I zip tied it together, that way I can still use the windows and not have to deal too much with it. But I mean, for what it is, I mean, it's a car from 1990. It's been modified, but it's for what I paid, it's not that bad. As well as the other major complaint that I have is that the car does not shift in the 4th gear, does not go into overdrive. I need to get sorted out. There could be a shift solenoid, could be something weird with what's called the TWS, or a whole bunch of other stuff. So I gotta go through it, and then I don't know how much you guys have actually been paying attention, but I said the last one was the last one. This is the actual last one. This one's actually, it's kind of weird because I kind of like it, but the gauges, the numbers in the gauges actually do not light up. Only the needles show. So the fact that only the needles show in the car is weird. Like, it looks, to me it looks cool because like it's all in kilometers and stuff anyway, so you can't really read it anyway, but that's whatever. And the car has 150 kilometers. I probably put about 1,000 miles on it since I've had it. That's been about a week and a half. Another thing as well, tent needs to be redone, but I'm gonna do them all anyway, so all the windows need to be redone. But let's walk around the car and give it a look. I haven't shown it off in the daytime yet. Honestly, this car has a whole bunch of presents. You can't really tell in the pictures of what it actually looks like, but like when you see it in person, this thing is dope. Like, pictures don't do this car justice by any stretch of the imagination. Like, you literally have to see this car in person to understand it. But yeah, this is my Cosmo. So now you guys have seen my Cosmo. I made a cool video about it. If you haven't seen it yet, it's gonna be in the end of this video here. But we have a ton of cool things in line for this car. So what am I doing? The last video I ended saying it's gonna be really fucking fast. What am I doing? 3-rotor swap, of course, that's coming. Got that set up. We're doing 3-rotor swap, a 5-speed swap, and we're gonna put a big single turbo on it, probably make 450 to 500 wheel, and then keep the main thing with this build, because I've seen a lot of people get a little concerned with this car. The main thing with the build is that I'm going to try to keep the car to its roots. Gonna keep it luxurious, gonna keep it driving nice. The point is I want a daily driver that's not an RX-7, that is rotary powered, and that's what this car is gonna be. So the point of this car is to maintain daily drivability, have a lot of power, keep the luxuriousness, and just make it work. The point is make the car work. I don't wanna hack it up, I don't want anything crazy. We're just gonna make it nice. So don't worry guys, it's in good hands. I wanna make sure it's taken care of, and we'll go from there. So I wanna thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys in the next one, and whatever you wanna see, leave in the comments down below. And then if you want to take a look over here, we're going to have the video of the Eunos Cosmo, the history, and then up here a little bit of 20B action. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one.